Hello everybody, I'm Tom and you are watching me play Disco Elysium. So, in today's episode, there's a couple of things I want to do. First things first, I want to go talk to, I can't remember his name. The big black racist guy, that was covered in tattoos, because I want to ask him about the, tattoos that the hanged man had. And it intrigues me, because he's covered in tattoos, you know, like, maybe he knows about tattoos. I mean, his tattoos had very specific meanings, but, you know. Tattoos are tattoos. Hey, buddy.
Your
Measurehead.
race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
You know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Know anything about it?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
There's more to it. What have you got against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant
Interesting.
and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
Who do you mean?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blob.
Interesting.
Subscribe to his advanced race theory. This was Manana's hint.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are three categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
The vile CF race of cauldron of pederasty, please.
I knew you would go straight for the vile cauldron. Everyone does. You need to first learn about Type A and B to appreciate the depravity of the chimeric races.
Oh. Mixed race people, right?
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
Thanks, Kim. Type A.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Okay, got it. Who are type A then, in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
And who are the Seminese and Areopagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
What's the difference between Seminese and Areopagites?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus.
Interesting.
Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
Interesting. So from what I'm getting of this, you have the skinny, fast black people, and then the big, buff black people.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Interesting. You said Khoikos. I've been trying to identify them as white in official description.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy,
Interesting.
muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality.
I say
that has
interesting.
to be earned through
A lot of this is just
of
racist
advanced
nonsense.
ballistic
But, you know.
warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato.
Interesting.
The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potard. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
You don't like ethnostates? I was thinking exactly the same thing.
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire
Interesting.
remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla.
Right. So the reason he's not for an ethnostate is because he's just gonna... his race will just take over the world. Like, fuck everybody else. There shouldn't be ethnostates because there shouldn't be states except for our superstate. I guess that makes sense? From a kind of fucked up way of thinking?
Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Semenese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inert spoilage called demos.
And the Vacholiers you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial cauldron. Too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Unlikely, but okay.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
Go away, stupid political thoughts. What was this revolution?
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zara's ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia.
Interesting.
The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoico to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade roots and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure there was a thing, like in the real world I'm talking here, about there was a fear of potatoes back in, like, I want to say it was probably before the Middle Ages even, because people thought they looked weird, and I vaguely remember, I would have to look it up, but there was something about people didn't eat gourds in general, not gourds, what would be the right term? Tubers, I suppose. People didn't eat tubers in general because they looked amorphous, and it made people think it caused, like, malformations in people because of the malformation of the vegetable. It seems to be a similar thing he's got going on here. I wonder if it's probably based off the same concept.
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
And the Vile CF races, Cauldron of Pederasty.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yes, better not go into it.
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you help me get the body down if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
He shouldn't be, I'm not going to take it seriously. How do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian.
Well, I couldn't ask him about the, I can internalize advanced race theory. Ugh. -1 drama fooled by the absurdity. Indeed. A massive fanatic races swirling in her head, desert pygmies playing with their own excrement, Kyokos juggling potatoes, eczema-ridden moines grinning and dancing on wooden clogs. Everyone is there, the whole race gang, plus some that you may have come up with yourself. The thieving subkips and the sealette cast of fortunate hatching some kind of scheme in the eyes of this race Empyrean. A vertigo reaching up to the heavens, you sense something drawing nearer. Nearer. Well, obviously I don't want to internalize advanced race theory, but I was hoping I could just pretend to, and then, you know, I could just pretend to, and then, you know, just get in. Fine. I'm just not gonna do it, I suppose. We do have another way back there, but kind of weird. We're sitting at 15 minutes. You may have noticed I'm keeping these, like, shorter. I'm trying to get them, like, around 20. It's really hard to navigate some of these areas. Just getting those stairs was pretty hard. So I want to talk to this guy, but I think I'm going to do that next episode. I'm trying to keep these, like, around 20 minutes. But that means if I do something and it takes 15 minutes, it's kind of easier to end the episode, because talking to him, I have a feeling, will take at least 20 minutes on its own. So we'll do that next episode. So if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye, guys.